Yes, Mr. Arora, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing, man?
Good, good. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning.
It's
Yes, Mr.
amazing,
Arora,
amazing to
how are
be,
you? Hey,
amazing
how
to
are you
see you.
doing, man? Good, good. Oh, I think there's an echo. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning.
Same here.
Yes,
It's
Mr.
amazing,
Arora,
amazing to
how are
be,
you? Hey,
amazing
how
to
are you
see you.
doing, man? Good, good. Oh, I think there's an echo. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning.
Same
Yes,
here. It's
Mr.
amazing, amazing
Arora,
to
how are
be,
you? Hey,
amazing
how
to
are you
see you.
doing, man?
Is it okay now?
I think so, yeah. Is it okay on your side?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. So we are at the moment we are going to discuss about starter visa program, and it's long time we have been working together, talking to each other, and seeing on this video for the first time. Lovely to talk to you.
It's lovely to be with you this morning. I don't know how the weather is over there. We're in Montreal under 6 foot of snow.
Oh, weather here is very pleasant in India. It's I think it's 20 degree right now, 20 at the moment.
Wow, heavenly.
Emily, and yeah.
So yeah, it's a pleasure. Let's discuss. Yes,
So we want to discuss about startup visa program today. The problem what we are facing is the delays in the application. We have submitted application for our clients 2 years back, 3 years back under startup visa program, but they are not receiving any kind of file number. There is no any kind of acknowledgement from IRCC. There is no processing, no further any kind of instructions. Nothing is happening. It's all just dead. What is the solution for my clients? How can they get their Canadian PR in the startup visa program? They have invested huge amount of money in the startup visa program, and since the timeline is 10 years on the internet, on the IRCC website, so what is the solution? Whether they will be waiting for 10 years, whether IRCC will process those applications earlier, or they will have to continue with those projects for next 10 years of time until they receive a decision. What is it? How can we work on
yeah.
it?
Look, Rajiv, this is a big concern. Since the startup program came out, it was a pilot project, and then it was made a permanent project in around 2019, 2020. Exactly the time where it became a permanent program, a lot of applicants started flooding in, and the government didn't have the management skills to manage the number of influx of files. So what we saw was starting from the year 2020, processing times were being advertised on IRCC's website as 6 to 12 months. As the time went on, this became 12 to 18 months, 36 months, 48 months, and now 100 and over 120 months. That's what they're mentioning. So basically, I believe this is what I have seen based on my 17 years of experience in this industry is that IRCC does not have the tools to manage the program, and so they're looking for ways to drop their inventory. Basically, by increasing the processing time by 10 years, what are they actually doing? You have an innovative startup. It's in the cutting edge of technology. You need to develop it. You need to come and speak with fundraising individual, venture capitalists. You need to come and work with clients in Canada. By not allowing you to do that for 10 years, effectively your project is dead in the water. There is no reasonable manner by which, if a startup was made for Canada and it was innovative because of the Canadian landscape, it can survive a 10-year span of just hold on and wait. So effectively, what IRCC is doing is choking out this program so that applicants drop out. That's what they're trying to do. In my opinion, anybody that waits 10 years, um, I mean, either as your startup has become a unicorn by that time or it has died. The reality of startup is that 95% of startups, after a few years, they fail. This is just the reality of startups. And the model that goes was behind this program was the venture capitalist model. They're saying, you know what, 95 will fail, but five will succeed. those five will become the next Microsoft, blah, blah, blah. But we're still going to give PR to those 100 people because, they have innovation and they tried and they wanted to make it work. This was the venture capitalist model. Now, what's happening now, it's just become a administrative clog, and basically they're just putting a brake on it and saying, all right, 10 years, we're going to ask you for an update in 6 years. Show us in 6 years what you did. And who is going to be able to show anything after 6 years when they are not allowed to even enter the country? And so that's what's going to happen. In my opinion, is 95% of the applications in this program are going to get refused um, down the line. They won't do it today because they say, it might be still a little bit too early, but let's wait 5 years and then we're going to refuse it. And then what can you do at that point? You go to court. We do a lot of judicial review applications. My firm has done over 1,100 of them in the last few years. What is the judge going to look at? They're going to say, okay, you promised you're going to have an innovative startup. 6 years has happened. You don't have a single client. It's not my problem that you couldn't come to Canada to get the client. That's not my problem. I'm just looking at the facts. I'm the judge. And so then your file is going to be closed. So all the investments that the people made, all the times that they spent is basically going to be for nothing. This is what the future is, as it's written, looks like, unfortunately, for the applications in this program.
Nice, nice. But what is the solution ultimately? What can my clients do? Like as a lawyer in Canada, being into this IRCC industry for 17 years, what is the solution? What solution are you offering to my clients?
Basically, look, we have to use all the tools that we have in order to proceed with our interest. Our specialization is the judicial system, and there is a process called mandamus. This mandamus process is made so that the federal court can kind of force the hand of administrative bodies such as IRCC to make a decision on a file. They look at the application and say 10 years is unreasonable for a processing time. This is something that is not reasonable given the facts and the nature of the program. And they will instruct IRCC to make a decision on the file within 30 to 60 days. This is the mandamus application, and that's what the federal court can do in assisting. And that's how we can assist your clients in getting an answer on their application in a reasonable time manner.
So let me summarize it for the audience. Like if my clients are waiting in the queue, they can submit this mandamus application to federal court, and federal court will hear this application, and then they will give a timeline to take a decision on the application within 30 or 60 days of time to IRCC.
That is the nature of the mandamus.
And
Yes.
IRCC will have to take a decision on the application, whether in a yes or in a no. If it is a yes, it's a lottery for people, lottery for the applicants, jackpot for them. And if no, then they can apply for a judicial review application as well.
Yes, exactly. And
then,
they will have a decision. And at that point, they might have a much better chance at judicial review than 7 years down the line when their innovative idea of today is not going to be innovative in 7 years.
Yeah, when people have spent $100,000 on a Canadian startup visa program or more, then I think the mandamus application should be a remedy for them.
At this point, Rajiv, I'll be honest with you. This is one of the only chances I see for these applications. Not to sound grim, but based on what I've seen, and the government's doubled down on the fact that they want to slow this program down, this might be the only viable option.
Thank you very much for the information, Ahmed. We are already working on judicial review applications together. We will be working on these mandamus applications as well together. I will invite all my applicants, my clients who enrolled for Canadian Startup Visa program, and I will educate them about the same process and will share this video with them as well for their better knowledge. And if it is required, we can take a one-on-one call, one-on-one discussion with those clients in coming days, coming weeks, and we'll work for the clients like we always do. We'll work and try to make their journey for Canadian Startup Visa program and their PR successful. And this is the best I think you and me we can do together.
Absolutely, Rajiv. I think we have to do our best to protect the interests of the clients, especially like you said, they've invested so much time, resources, and dreams into Canada. And so it was a pleasure speaking with you. And please don't hesitate to reach out if there's anything I can do further.
Aman, thank you very much for this information. This was Mandamus application. Guys, if you want to submit your Mandamus application, which will get you your PR visa decision in just 9 to 12 months of time, instead of waiting for 9, 10 years, just go for this Mandamus application and get your results within 9 to 10, 12 months of time under your starter visa program.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining, Ayman. See you. Take care.
Have a good day.
Bye. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.